Sorry guys, a little bit of some technical difficulties here at Church Street, but we're back now. The Kiddos are 26 for 2 and 4.1 as Untry comes into the attack. Chinmay Kushari batting with Utkar Srivastava. I'm Anirudh Bosetti.
And joining you will be Abhiram Yerba.
Chinmay here. Untry, yeah, he just hits the spot, so that's going to be important here. It's a little bit of a bigger ground. Just going to ask them to maybe take on these boundaries. I think that will be his plan probably. This one looped outside off. Just be a dot ball.
They're the sponsor, so keep using.
And it's in the air, and what a catch by backward point. It was short and wide, and he cut it. And a diving catch at backward point to his right.
And Chinmay Kushari has to depart. Yeah, just kind of similar ball to the last ball. He just kind of flashed his arms at it. A little bit less of foot movement maybe there was the downfall, and he just ended up slicing it through to the backer's point. That's a great catch there.
That's a great catch and a big wicket too. Chinmay Kushari, the minor league player for Raptors, goes.
And you just have to think Kiddos, they're in a bit of a struggle here. They're 26 for 3 and 4.3. You know, as we talked about, Church Street here, you're gonna be looking for maybe 80, 85 as an ideal score to defend, and Kiddos, they're looking far away from it.
Yeah, and you're right. They are under a little bit of pressure, but in walks Praveen Goya. You know, he can easily take the pressure off. Just, you know, a couple of sixes in, and you know, all the pressure is back on the Samp Army. So let's see what he does here and how he plays the situation.
So it'll be Praveen Goya, as you said, on strike on try here. For his fourth ball of his spell, a little bit shorter, and it'll just be pushed, but great work there by on try to stop the ball. And you just see he's bowling these tight overs. As I said, he just does give a little bit of air. He's just gonna ask him to take on the boundaries and, you know, force a mistake from the batsman.
Yeah, this is his first over, and so far he's just given up 2 runs and taken a wicket. So good over so far. And again, that's an amazing delivery there. Gripping in the surface, spinning, and beating the outside edge of the bat of Praveen Goya. Again, last ball.
On try here. Hopefully he cleans up this great over, and yep, just tucked away to this short extra cover, and he'll get a single there. 27 for 3 Kiddos in 5 overs.
And a great first over by Untry.
Welcome back to McAllen Constructions in Reed Place. TCL T10 Blast as Praveen Goya absolutely swings one out to deep mid wicket.
And it's a drop catch there at deep mid wicket, straight through the hands. He had to run a little bit around, but it just burst through the hands, and he'll pick up a 6, I think.
No, it looks to be called as a 4.
It's a 4.
So I think maybe he just stepped a few too many feet in and just went right through his hands. The bowler doesn't look too happy about that one. And Praveen, he's taking the attack straight to the bowler immediately.
Jay again, running in. Again, goes for it. This time it'll be straight to deep mid wicket. Just pick it up quickly, and it'll just be a single there. Good work there.
Yeah, you thought for a second that Utkarsh and Praveen were going to come back for the second one, but it's good work done by the fielder there. He kind of attacked in and got a good throw in. So Jay, 5 runs in his first 2 balls. So what do you think? What do you think his plan is? You know, he's got his fielders a little bit coming off the boundary. So you think Utkarsh is going to look to get the 2s, or maybe smack it past him for the 4 as he?
I think he's going to look to get the 2s, and you can kind of see exactly the plan here. He just tried to tap it in that vacant mid-wicket gap and run 2, but it was a little bit square, and on try from square leg just quickly got around to that. But yeah, for Utkarsh the plan is just to get 2s by the looks of it, and you can see for Praveen everyone's going back on the boundary, and for Utkarsh they are coming in about 5-10 yards in, not 10 but around 5 yards in to stop those 2s.
Yeah, you kind of got to think that coming in that 1 down position, he's going to look to just stay through and let the others, you know, accelerate around him. He's going to try to bat through the innings probably as Praveen pulls that out for a single. Jay's he's come back nicely after the drop catch, bowling a lot more tidy.
Yeah, and I think that's just a game plan here for Utkarsh. Just bat throughout the innings, you know, bat around the team, and you know, just try to. It just comes down and whips it away onto the onside. But again, long on is in, and so are the other men on the boundary. So it'll just be cut for a single.
It's a nice fast outfield here at Church Street, so you have to think if he hits this hard enough, he can definitely slice the fielders for a 4, possibly. So, you know, at any moment in time, he can find the boundary if they're so far in, but it'll be tougher for him to look for the 2s. So Praveen here on strike to Jay to finish off his over.
Again, big slog sweep. Didn't really connect it, but that's the only way he's gonna play here. Praveen just gonna have a go at the ball, and if he connects, it's gonna go.
Praveen 7 off 7, Utkarsh 7 off 7, 35 for 3, the Kiddos in 6 overs.
And Anshra again coming into bowl after a wonderful first over. Anshra again coming in. This one he loops it.
Welcome back to the McAllen Constructions and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast as Utkarsh drives it through to deep extra covers and comes back for the double on untry. So Ansh here, he's finishing his second over early in the game. You know, they weren't looking to save him. So he comes back in a little bit shorter. Utkarsh smacks it down to long on for a single.
I think that's just the game he's gonna play. You know, just keep rotating the strike. You know, possibly giving it to Praveen here. But Ansh again, he's bowling well, and that's the plane.
And it looks like he's moved away before the ball's hit the stump, so it'll be called as a dead ball.
Not sure what was there in the background. Maybe someone walking in the background or something like that. But
looks like Praveen might have also been disrupted by the helicopter noises.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That are above us. And this one looped and a big swing, but won't connect it.
And Ansh, he's smartly looping it, and he knows that he wants to entice Praveen to go for that big shot.
Yeah, that's one of Ansh's big strengths. You know, he varies the pace very nicely. As this one's a little bit quicker now, and Praveen, as he tried to step down anticipating the last ball, this one's a little bit flatter and quicker, and he's unable to really free his arms. And Ansh, he's had a really good over so far. It's last 2 balls, he's gonna have to end it well though.
This one again looped, just straight back to Ansh.
And Kiddos, they're under a bit of pressure here.
Bit of pressure, yeah. Praveen here.
I don't know to really find the boundary. This might be the release shot, and it is. But the umpire says no to the LBW appeal.
And that'll be over. Very quick and tidy over by Ansh, and a very good spell from him. 6 for 1 in his 2 overs, so that's an amazing spell by Ansh.
Absolutely brilliant from Untry. Kiddos 39 for 3 after 7 overs.
39.
Welcome back to the McAllen Constructions and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast as Perveen Goyat absolutely slams one out to long on. And Utkarsh is running back quickly. He'll get 2.
Again, good running by these two. Utkarsh is, you know, the quicker one here, quick legs here, the youth. And he knows that long on his back and he had to run around. So he quickly came back for the second run and made it easily in the end.
Yeah, Akash Joshi is bowling in. Utkarsh and Perveen, they're going to have to go for some big ones now. They're only going in about 5.5 and over, and there are roughly about 40 runs that they're going to probably need in these next 3 overs. As Akash Joshi, a little bit shorter again, but I think a change of pace there, and Perveen misses out on the cut shot that he was looking to hit through the point and third man area.
Again, they are under 6 and over.
Yeah.
So they are going to need to speed it up here as much as they can, you know, go for the big shot. They do have wickets in hand, so they are going to need to go for the big shot, you know.
So let's just quickly take a look at the field. You know, he has his cow corner, mid wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper with his third man and finally inside and a point and a short cover. So you're going to think he's going to look to go into the wicket. I don't think you're going to see too many Yorkers as that one was pitched up and it just kind of holds in the outfield. And he'll stop right before the boundary as they'll get 2. So you have to think Akash Joshi is going to be looking to go into the wicket, right, Abhi?
Yeah. Yeah, he probably is going to go into the wicket here.
Perveen. So he's just waiting for that one that's pitched up maybe so he can free his arms straight down the ground or maybe even over extra covers.
Yeah, and that is his strength there. When it's in there in the slot, pitched up, he can swing through the line and hit it for 6. And that one too is in the air.
There's a guy there coming in, and it's safely taken.
Safely taken. It's a good catch there. At deep mid wicket, he ran in, and he had safe hands in the end. And Perveen has to go, and now Kiddos. There's a lot more pressure on them now.
Kiddos 43 for 4 after 7.4. Akash Joshi's 4 for 1 in .4 balls. Utkarsh going deep in his crease and he'll just help it over fine leg. I think he should run away, but the keeper's in pursuit. And yeah, it'll run away for 4.
It will go away. That's an amazing shot there. You know if the fine leg is in, and there's not even a short fine, I believe. So it was a pretty easy shot. You just had to get around to the offside and just put some bit of bat on that, and it was always going to go with this outfield.
Yeah, don't know exactly what the plan was there from Akash. He moved his guys to the offside, and I think just went a little bit too straight on that one, maybe. Yeah, I think he's got to go into the wicket. You know, that ball that Perveen looked to cut. I think that's probably the area that he should be looking to target. You know, with the sweeper and long off out. I think that's the only 2 options that
now
Utkarsh can go for.
Utkarsh going to try it again for sure. Goes a little bit leg side. He sweeps it, and there's no one there. Square leg is inside the rope. He'll get another boundary. Not sure what the plan was there. Again, he bowled it straight, and you have your field on the offside. You don't have a deep square leg.
And on that one, he only had 4 out. Actually, didn't have his full 5.
Yeah, he didn't have his full 5.
Yeah,
not sure what
the plan
was going
is there,
on. Yeah,
but Kiddos 51 for 4 after 8 overs. Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. Kiddos are 51 for 4 after 8 overs. That one was a good over for them as they got to 12 runs off Akash Joshi's over with 2 boundaries struck by Utkarsh in the last 2 balls. As Jay Shaw coming from the other end, maybe trying the spin because of how well Unch worked.
Yeah, I think spin here is a better option because, as you can see, you know, Utkarsh is a man who is getting the odd boundaries on the pace bowlers. But if you bowl spin, you know, have a new batsman and he's not going to time it as well. And Utkarsh too, you know, he can't clear the boundaries as easily. So I think spin is the best option here.
Jay Shaw, just quick and outside off. It'll just be a single here as Utkarsh comes on strike. So what do you think Utkarsh's plan is now? He's going to look to hit straight with power, or maybe a cheeky reverse sweep or a dill scoop?
I think, you know, knowing him, I think we'll see sweep. Because straight you have Long On, who's very straight. He's going to maybe target the gap between Cow and Long On.
Yeah, there's a cheeky scoop, and there is the square leg. I don't know if he's going to get around to it, but
I think he just will.
Yeah, that's very good work there by Khan Sakarwala. Just some really good work there, but they'll still get around for 3.
Yeah, it's also some good running there. You need to come back, and traveled pretty far.
And yeah, Utkarsh, you know, I was just talking about that. I thought he was going to definitely go for the cheeky scoop, especially with how fast Jay is bowling. You know, he can definitely just move around and maneuver it through the empty fine leg, but they've got a square leg that's quite backwards. I was thinking maybe you move Unch to a fine leg as Long Off.
Long On kind of runs back and doesn't go for the catch.
Yeah, it was a catch, but Long Off looked to move back, and maybe he was protecting the boundary, but ended up letting them get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I think maybe the short mid for Untry is he can maybe come to the fine leg for Utkarsh and try to cut the cheeky scoop and ask him to maybe look to, you know, sweep or hit straight, which would be obviously a lot more tougher for him.
I think that's actually a smart plan as he comes down, and that looks like it's in the gap. It should be going for 4. Yes, it will go for 4. That's a good shot. Very great shot under pressure. They needed the boundary, and he's hit it right in the gap, and he's gone for 4.
Yeah, that's the power the Kiddos have been lacking throughout this innings. Suresh he's coming in, and he's just giving them a little bit of a boost. Utkarsh, he put 2 boundaries in the last over, and Suresh combined with Utkarsh's 3 in this over has a 2 and a 4. So Jay, he's a little bit under the pump now. You got 10 8 balls to go in this over, in this inning, sorry. As Jay hits it down the ground. Utkarsh, yeah, he'll get back for 2. He'll easily get back for 2 there.
Amazing running there.
But he's gone to the keeper's end.
Oh, and I think
very
he's missed
smart
it.
work.
I think he's missed it. I think he was on, judging by the reaction. But that still is great running though.
It's very smart work as Jay, he has the last ball of the over. He's gone for 12 runs so far in this over. As Suresh is on strike. 63 for 4 and 8.5. They're going to be looking to maybe get at least 17 runs in these next 7 balls, as we've repeated multiple times. 80 is that par score that most teams are going to go for. As Utkarsh looks interested in the second one, but Suresh he had his back turned.
And
Maybe looking to keep strike for the next over.
Yeah, I think that is a good call by him to keep strike for the last over.
As Kiddos are 64 for 4 after 9 overs. Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. Kiddos are 64 for 4 and 9 overs as Chaitanya is coming into bowl as Suresh. Down leg and great take by the keeper.
Amazingly kept there. You know, that was going for the boundary there.
Yeah, he probably saved about 4 runs there, honestly.
Yeah, definitely 4 runs.
Amazing take.
He's got to be careful with where he's bowling, you know. Fine leg is in, and now, yeah, he's in a little bit. He's on the 30. So you got to be bowling to your plan on the offside.
Oh, that's great.
Batsman.
Great bowling by Chaitanya. He nails that Yorker as Suresh is looking to move away from the ball.
And
Utkarsh,
and easily
gets
done.
back for 3.
Easily done. Amazing running again by the youngster.
And yeah, looks like it came off the bat. It was a great ball by Suresh though. You know, he nailed that Yorker as didn't give him any space as Suresh looked to move away. And they're 67 for 4 and 9.3 Kiddos here. Maybe they need about 2 boundaries, and I think there is no square leg, so you're going to have to hope, for Suresh's case at least, that he doesn't bowl down the leg side here, and he does.
And
but
it goes straight to fine leg. Very lucky for Suresh, actually.
For Chaitanya.
For Chaitanya, as it goes straight to fine leg. Could have gone anywhere on that leg side, but unfortunately, Utkarsh said straight to fine leg.
Yeah.
You know, you can see him right now. He's frustrated. He wanted it over that man. He wanted that boundary, but unfortunately, just be a single for him.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky on Utkarsh's part. You know, he was looking to get that over the short fine, but just kind of missed out. Didn't get enough bat on it, you have to think. And Chaitanya here coming in. Last 2 balls of this innings.
Well bowled.
Well bowled.
Very well bowled there. You can see him making room, and he's just bowling it between the stumps and the pad, so not able to connect here, not able to get the boundaries here.
Yeah, 3 balls to go here, Chaitanya. You see Suresh is just moving away a little bit, and you think Chaitanya is following him, or is he just maybe going down leg?
I think he's following him pretty smartly, but it could be also just going down leg.
Let's see how this ball is bowled. Steps down the wicket. It's a no ball. He parries it away, and they're gonna easily get back for 2. And Chaitanya just getting a little bit unlucky in this over, but Kiddos will be happy. They're scrapping themselves to 80 here.
And a no ball. How costly could this be? You know, free hit delivery. I mean, every delivery he is playing like a free hit anyway, but you know, this one could go big.
But it's just the fact that, you know, they're gonna get that extra ball and that extra run, and you know, Kiddos, they're taking every run they can get here, because you know they had a slow start. They were 7 overs 39. It just, you know, it shows how in these short format games, these last 2-3 overs, you can't make many mistakes, because they're gonna be running harder. They're gonna be, you know, hitting the gaps more often, and so, you know, bowling extras and stuff like that is not gonna help. As this one, good free hit. Good free hit delivery.
It's just missed out there, but you know, as you were saying, yeah, they do need every run they can get. You know, they've come back pretty strong from the position they were at. You know, 71. It's not as good, but you know, it's something from where they were. You know, at one point under 6 and over. Right now, you know, they're at least at something. So
yeah, Chaitanya Shetty, he's got 2 balls to go. Suresh on strike. He bowls into him, and there's a man right there. But looks like Utkarsh, he's gonna keep the strike on this last delivery. Didn't push for the 2 that one, so it'll be the last delivery. Let's see how Chaitanya reacts. If you're the bowler right now, what are you looking to bowl?
I mean, I think he's nailing it pretty well. I mean, the Yorker, I just say hit the Yorker. I mean, he nailed it a couple of times before, or just bowl offside. But let's see what he does here, Chaitanya.
He's gonna look to hit the Yorker. He goes deep in his crease, Utkarsh, and beautiful shot over the square leg, but man will get there. And
I mean, he did hit it straight up.
Easily get back for 2, and maybe some overthrows. Yep, some overthrows.
And they're gonna come back for 3, or it'll be run out at the keeper's
He's trotting
end.
to the crease, and Kiddos done on 73 for 4 after 10 overs. Welcome back to the McKellen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. As Samp Army get their innings started off with the 4, maybe Utkarsh is in pursuit. Does great work down there at the boundary, and they'll just get 2.
Lovely throw there, but again by Utkarsh. But yeah, the bowler Ashish Sahu, very good bowler, plays for Eagles T20, leading wicket taker last year. So he can definitely bowl. He can get the ball to skid. He can do some things with the ball. This one a little bit shorter, cut away on the offside through the covers. But
yes, Samp Army are chasing 75 in 10 overs. This is a good start there from Mihir Patel. Nice little cut shot. You saw maybe Ashish Sahu was a little bit too wide on that occasion with the pace that he was bowling at.
Yeah, he does bowl quick through the air, gets his skid.
Oh, that's well bowled. A little bit closer, and this one, that's why he's unable to really get that through that point region. And let's just take a quick look at his field. He's got his cow corner out and his long off out.
Wait.
Doesn't look to have a mid on though.
I think there's some mid on now, I think. Tough to see here. Has he hits it
big
straight
swing.
up. Mid off under it. Chinmay, I think it is.
Chinmay Kushara, yep, he won't drop those, and
Safe catch there. Ashish Sahu again in the wickets. Once again, good catch by Chinmay Kushara. Went high in the sky, and he held his nerve, and the first wicket falls. And in comes Akshar Patel.
yeah, Mihir Patel, he was looking good. He had a nice cut shot, but short-lived innings as Ashish Sahu just got a little bit fuller on that occasion. Mihir, he tried to get under it, but just didn't get enough distance on it and straight up, and you won't see Chinmay Kushara drop those.
Yeah, I think the shot was on though. I mean, he was definitely pitched up, with the guy in.
Yeah,
definitely the shot was on.
Definitely was on. I think maybe made a little bit too much space on that and wasn't able to really free his arms. That's what resulted in him just hitting it straight up. And you see, Samp Army, they'll be 2 for 1 after 3 deliveries. So you see Mihir Patwardhan, the youth player for the Samp Army, is behind the stumps. And yeah, he's a great keeper. He's safe hands behind the stumps, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely has improved his keeping, and now it is very good. Definitely safe hands behind the stumps. You could definitely say that.
For those of you who don't know, he also runs MP Cricket Center, so multi-talented man there.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a growing thing too. So could be the next Aman Patel Sports News.
Yeah, Aman Patel Sports News is great. I mean, I don't know if there will ever be another Aman Patel Sports News, but
yeah.
Ashish Sahu there has two balls that hits the areas, and Yash is just unable to get it away. Let's see how he ends the over though. And right on the money. Here's a guy there, and a little bit of a fumble, but it'll result in a dot ball. 2 for 1 after the first over. Samp Army behind the 8 ball from the start. Welcome back to the McKellen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. Samp Army are 2 for 1 after an over. 73 they require from the next 9 overs. Atharva Pandit plays for Wolfpack. Akshar Patel will be facing.
Yeah, Akshar Patel, the new man in here. Just came to the crease here. He's facing his first ball here. Atharva to Akshar. Pitched up and just pushes out a little bit. Just be a dot to mid off.
Starting with two left arm off spinners, starting with two left arm off spinners. You see that happening more and more here in these shorter format games, you know. But let's see how Akshar, maybe he can, you know, he's gonna look to hit it over mid off. I think he's gonna be his main option, as that one is just chipped up, and Atharva Pandit takes his first wicket, and Akshar Patel has to depart. It just looked like it got a little bit big on him there. Samp Army 2 for 2 after 1.2, and they're in shambles.
Yeah, I think the turf wicket here just stuck in there, and it did rise up on the surface, so unlucky for Akshar Patel. Just went to point, popped up, and a simple catch at backward point. And now Samp Army, you know, Kiddos, you gotta give it to them, man. You gotta give it to them. They got a low score. They are coming back. Atharva runs in.
Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. Atharva Pandit.
Wait. Did you mute it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. As looks like Saad Khan comes into bat. Samp Army have not got going yet, as Atharva Pandit fires that one in. Looks like he found the spot where he's getting a little bit extra turn, and just beats the bat of Saad Khan. And if you see his field now, he has changed. He's got his long on and sweeper out now. Atharva Pandit here runs in, short and wide, but Saad Khan can't get the middle of the bat there. Just turned away from him, similar to what happened to Akshar Patel.
Again, Kiddos building the pressure on Samp Army. They know that they don't have a big score. They're just building that pressure.
Atharva Pandit fires that one in as well, and he's getting a little bit more turn than you saw Ashish Sahu get, but they both are keeping it quiet, so no issue. And that'll be the end of the over. Samp Army are 3 for 2 after 2 overs. Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast. As Saad Khan lost that one over the top of covers, and Ashish Sahu with another good start to the over.
Yeah, this one he just threw his hands at that one. Went over cover, come back for a second run. You know, Saad Khan trying to take the pressure off, trying to go over covers, trying to go the aerial route.
Yeah, you got Chinmay out at long on, Utka Srivastava out at deep mid. Saad Khan absolutely smashes that down the ground, but Chinmay's quick, he'll get around to it. And they're testing their luck with the double, but they look to go keepers end, it seems like, and they reach safely.
Lovely shot there, straight back. And Chinmay, I think, doesn't get around to that one. It's going to be a boundary. You can see some disappointment. Maybe Chinmay could have got around, didn't bend enough. But you know, another great shot by Saad Khan, releasing the pressure off Samp Army.
Seemed more like maybe Sahu wasn't disappointed with the fielding per se, but maybe the positioning. I think seemed like maybe he wanted him a little bit straighter. You know, that is Saad Khan's. He has a very good strength there. He hits straight down the ground well, and he's just putting Samp Army into a good position. That's actually not Saad Khan. That's Akash. It's Akash.
Sorry, Akash Yoshi.
This one looped and just takes the outside edge and go to the left of third man for a single.
This one, Ashish Sahu bowling a little bit slower and turning and takes the outside edge.
That one's quick and could be a run out at the keeper's end here, but it's over. It's over. Mihir Patwardhan. Desperate jump does not get him there.
Yeah, it's pretty actually short ball. You know, he just hit it. He just kind of slightly tapped it back to the bowler, but just misfielded it and ended up grabbing a single there.
Ashish Sahu, he's bowled 1.5 overs with 13 runs for a wicket. Let's see how he ends his spell. This one looped up and Akash swings it over long off. That's a big hit. It'll get all the way for 6, and that's a great way to put Samp Army back on top of this power play. Samp Army 20 for 2 after 3 overs, requiring 55 from 7 overs. Welcome back to the McAllen Construction and Reed Place TCL T10 Blast as Bharadwaj comes in the bowl. And it's a great pull shot by Yash.
Once and again, down leg, Mihir Patwardhan sticks a hand out. I think he'll just get through that, and they should come back for a second, and yes, they will. It'll be wide +2 there. Mihir not happy with that.
This is Bharadwaj Rawat as he just strays down the leg side. He also plays for Bharadwaj. He hits his length on that one. Send a nice back length. He as well with Atharva Pandit also plays for Wolfpack. You know, he has a nice spin.
Looks like there was a car in the background behind the pitch, which the lights were on, and looks like the batsman had to walk away and he couldn't see that one, so looks like it'll be a dead ball and it will re-bowl it.
Yash Rawat at the crease here. 6 off 4 at the moment. That one, that's quick into his pads, and it'll just be a dot ball. Five runs given in his first 4 balls, and that one is down the leg side. I thought he got a piece of bat on that.
Yeah, I thought you got a bat or pat on that, but still amazing keeping by me here, Puttworthen, to get around to that and collect it. It'll just be a wide, looks like, by the umpire, but
yeah, look at me here. He's doing some great work behind the stumps so far today, but he'll have to continue it as Samp Army 26 for 2 and 3.5. He'll be looking to get a boundary off this last ball. Let's see where he goes, short and wide. And it looks like he's found the boundary that we were talking about. There is no third man, and it'll just trickle down. Samp Army 30 for 2 and 4 overs now. They look like they are right on target to get this chase.
yeah, they are coming back strongly, you know, with Akash Joshi and, you know, getting some boundaries. They are coming back for this chase. And bowled him through the gate. He went for a wild swing, and it's a Yorker that does him for the batsman.
Yash Rawat, he has to go just after that boundary, and that's a good Yorker. He's right on middle stump. He looked to make it a little bit of space, I think maybe to again slice through that point region where the gap is, and that's gonna put a damper on the Samp Army start.
Yeah, they were going well. I mean, they still are, but it's just that you don't want to lose too many wickets and put pressure on the lower order. You just want to stay throughout and finish the chase. But looks like we've got a game on.
Okay, I think they're gonna bring in Utkarsh and Parveen, 2 offies that they have, to maybe to control the middle overs. What do you think, Abhi?
I think they definitely will come on, especially Parveen Goya. You know, he's mainly the bowler. I mean, a very trustworthy bowler. You can always trust him, whatever stage it is, to get the wicket, to keep the runs. You know, he's always the, you know, the go-to bowler.
So Abhi, a quick question: if you're the captain here, who do you plan out for your next 6 overs? You obviously have Atharva, who has 1 more. You have Bardawaj, who has 1 more. So your other 4, are you gonna bowl them with Parveen and Utkarsh, or are you gonna bring another pacer into the equation?
I think Pacers are doing well as of now, but I think I would probably save Atharva for the end, and I think I would try Parveen Goya for sure. Maybe try Utkarsh as well, but Parveen Goya definitely should come in now or the next over. He definitely has to come in soon.
So you have 6 overs, as I said. So you have Atharva bowling 1. You have Bardawaj, who's probably gonna bowl another one after this over. So you have 4 left. So do you think you're gonna bring another pacer into the equation?
I would probably see how Parveen and Utkarsh bowl, and depending on that, probably see if I would get maybe another pacer, or just continue with them and have them bowl out.
There's a little bit of grip on the surface, little bit of turn. So Abhi, you know, I believe your game is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So how excited are you about that? You know, a little bit of grip on the surface.
Yeah, you know, very excited here to play for the first time in T10. You know, under lights too at Church Street Park. So
yeah, I mean, Yeah, just to preview 11 Warriors. They do have 5 leg spinners, so
Yeah.
should be exciting to see them play. Especially on a wicket that is turning a little bit more. We saw some from Shaji as well.
Yeah.
Aryan Shah in the first game, and we saw a little bit from Atharva and Ashish Sahu today in this game. So definitely encouraging for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely it is. But it looks like we have spin introduced, and I think it's going to be in the form of Neil, I think, the captain.
Yeah, it is Neil Mohan Chalagali. He's a very experienced player. You know, he can read a batsman a lot better than a lot of players in this league. So I think it's a good decision to bring him in here. Maybe stop the run flow. You do see Sanjay and Akash. They are playing in a certain way. So if anyone's gonna know how to stop it, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, it's not going to be Parveen. It's not going to be Utkarsh. Looks like it's going to be Neil, skipper himself.
That one just into the outside off area, straight to point. Well bowled. Good start there.
Just needs to keep that line and length.
Mir Potworth and behind the stumps, as we've talked about. He's done a really good job so far today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done it really well. You know, he stopped everything, hasn't given any buys. You know,
As that one, just as we talk about it, is there some bat on it, Abhi?
I'm not sure. We have to wait for the umpire's call, but
As he also looks like there was some bat on it. So maybe too much of a deviation for him to really take. He did go to the side a little bit as well as some bounce, but would have been a great one had he taken it. But
yeah,
they'll get back for a single. Neil again here for the third ball of the over. Akash on strike. Just a little bit of air and slices away from point.
just straight to point there. There was a gap there. If he pierces that would have been 4 there. There's no sweeper. Sweeper's very, very straight. So, if you pierce that gap, it's definitely 4.
Yeah, it looks like Neil's kind of targeting the wider area. As this one, he actually does bowl straighter. But yeah, in general, it looks like he's just kind of trying to toss it up a little bit wider and ask Akash to maybe swing through, and then he has guys extra covers and long off in the areas for catching. So maybe that's his plan.
Yeah, maybe it could be his plan, but
this one quick in. There's a man there, but it'll to his left again.
looks like the crowd getting involved here.
Yeah, you just see a lot more people are coming in here to Church Street under lights. You know, it's a great environment to be in. Samp Army.
You know, you can hear
as we watch Samp Army take on this chase against the Kiddos.
Yeah, definitely an amazing atmosphere here. Lights are on, you know, crowd is in. You can hear the whistles blowing here.
That one looped up, and as I said, he's going to look to ask him to hit there, but won't carry. I think he'll just get 2. As you see, Neil Mohan Chalagali, he wraps up a very tidy over. 5 runs in 1 over, and Samp Army 36-3 after 5, requiring 39 in the next 5 overs.
Looks like it is going to be Parveen Goya, you know, as we were predicting. He was going to come in at some point. It's not going to be Parveen and Utkarsh, but it's going to be Parveen and Neil. But Parveen coming in from the Shiloh end. And he's setting his field, you know. Right now looks like he has a sweeper who's 5 in. A long off, a long on. A deepened wicket. And I think he has a deep point. Sorry. A deep square leg. So those are the 5 out. But looks like there's a big gap between deep and wicket and cow corner. So
Parveen here, that one fired in with a lot of grip on that one. You saw that turn?
Yeah,
Really ripped that one. And every time OBC's turn, he's obviously gonna get excited for tomorrow's game.
Yeah. You know, more grip, better for spinners. So. But yeah, Parveen, you know, he always spins it big. You know, he always gets big spin, even on concrete, anywhere he always gets big spin. You know.
That one and right outside the off stump and a beautiful shot, but it'll be straight to chin, make a shot right down at long on, and it's a fumble there, so they'll get back for 2, and Parveen doesn't look too happy about the throw.
Yeah, pretty straight to long on there, but just a little bit of a fumble allows them to come back for 2. Good running too by the batsman. You don't see this too often, but you know they are pushing for those 2s and trying to make the most of what they can get.
That one he just gives a little bit outside off and frees his arms, but Utkarsh Srivastava down his sweeper about 10 yards in will do some good work just to cut any chance of them getting a 2.
Go ahead.
So, Abhi, I have a question. So, if you had to compare Parveen in terms of his role to one international player, I have mine in mind. Who would you say yours is?
And again, just 1 second there, it was a missed stumping. It went out in the air. It came in. Very tough stumping, but here just misses that one. Very tough one, but Parveen getting unlucky here. But yeah, going back to your spinner, you know, I'd probably compare him with probably Ashwin. You know, he always comes in and picks up the wicket anytime, whenever it's required. You know, you see him in the adult league. You know, longer format, shorter format too. He has the variations, the quick run, the change of pace. You know, he always comes in and picks up the wicket. You know.
Yes, that's a good take, but I see him as a righty Kunal Pandya actually. The way that he can add the explosiveness in terms of T10 role, that add the explosiveness to the batting lineup, as well as the way he can, you know, bowl these quick balls and, you know, look for the wickets in these middle overs. As that one's just run down past third man for a double. 44 for 3 and 5.5 is here. You know, we said he's done well, but just about there's a missed chance there. But it was quite tough. He did turn a lot past his left hand.
Yeah, it was a bit tough there, but
so Samp Army, they're just ticking the board along in this chase here as Parveen fires that one in. There is a gap between the cow corner, as you said, but Chinmay does well. But again, Parveen is disappointed with the throw, and they'll get back for 2. Samp Army are 46 for 3 after 6 overs. They need 29 from the next 24 deliveries. Welcome back to McAllen Construction and Real Place TCL T10 Blast. Samp Army 46 for 3 and 6 overs as they need 29 for the next 4 overs. And Suresh, he was a star with the bat. Let's see how he does with the ball.
got a big role to play here. 29 and 24. This one dug in. They're going to run the quick single straight to backward point, but he's on the 30, so it is going to be a single there. But, you know, that's all they need at this point. They don't need those big shots, you know, the big boundaries. It is just almost a run the ball, so that's all they need pretty much.
So the way Suresh is Sanjay is playing right now is, I think, perfect for this chase. He's just giving the strike over to Akash, just ticking it along, and Samp Army there cruising in this chase, but they just got to make sure they don't lose any wickets here. Suresh comes in here.
Again,
that's in the slot, but there's a guy down there. But doesn't look like Chinmay. Chinmay got to the drop zone.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a catch. Very smartly, Chinmay just staying back and collecting it on the bounce, not going for the catch because it would not have carried. Again, short. Just goes for Akash. Tries to punch it through the covers, but just goes through to the keeper. Fortunately, just misses out on that one.
So, Abhi, you know, what would you be your plan here? You know, if you're bowling this situation, you need a wicket, but you can't give away too many runs. So, what are you going for as a bowler?
I think the way he's bowling right now is perfect. You know, Akash Yoshi's running back. They do make the second run, but I think the way he's bowling is actually pretty good. I mean, they're not easily able to get the runs. You know, they're not easily able to rotate. I mean, they are doing it right now, but the thing is, you can't lose you need a wicket. But the thing is, you don't have many runs to play with, so it's not an easy thing to do. But
yeah, that is true. I don't think the fielding from the Kiddos has really been amazing today. They have let go of a lot of twos, which definitely could be something that they'll be looking to correct next game. But Samp Army are 50 for 3 here. As this one's short, it'll get over the third man, and that could be the boundary. That could be the boundary that Samp Army needed. As you hear cheers that are roaring through Church Street Park as the crowd gathers here for the night game, which will be the victors versus.
But this is a much-needed boundary here. You know, the pressure was slightly building on them. But, you know, with this boundary, you know, making it much easier. 21 from 3.3.
Yeah, will be a much anticipated game. Victors versus Stars will be the 7:30 under lights game here. Suresh comes in to bowl to Kosh after he's just edged away for 4. He's gonna maybe look for the Yorker here, but that one's gonna fall right in the swinging area, and could get a run out here, but it'll just be cut to 1. 55 for 3 after 7 overs. Samp Army need 20 runs from the next 18 balls.
And we do have youth coming in the form of Utkarsh Srivastava as he runs in for the first ball. Pitched up! And has he bowled him? Yes, he has! A first ball wicket for Utkarsh Srivastava. Straight through the gate of Akash Joshi. And is this game turning? We've just seen it go into the Samp Army's hands, and now with Akash Joshi gone, it's 20 needed from 2.5. Utkarsh Srivastava, you know, He always comes in and takes a wicket. Just like Praveen Goya, he also has the wicket-taking role and ability. And you can see it right now. He's just done it. And he's got the main batsman out, Akash Joshi. He was going very well too, seeing the ball nicely here at Church Street Park. But looks like for Utkarsh, there's going to be a long off at 45. Nope, he's just been pushed back. But sweeper will be at 45, and you also have cow corner or deep in the wicket at 45. So an interesting plan here. You know, having some of your men a little bit inside, but smart to save the two. Again, he's 2 and 2. Utkarsh Srivastava can do no wrong here at Church Street Park. Scored with the bat, and now with the ball. He's on a hat trick. He's bringing the game back. He's changing it for the team.
Here's the hat-trick ball for Utkarsh Srivastava. Jay will be on strike, and Utkarsh has a chance.
And looks
Absolutely turning this game on its head for the Kiddos.
And I think there's a car in the background, you know, with the lights on, you know, it's distracting them. A couple of the cars actually, so, you know, just a little bit of interruption here in the game. But yeah, Utkarsh Srivastava, you know, he's on a hat-trick here. He already has turned the game around. Can he do it with the hat-trick?
Yeah, that would absolutely top off this spell. He's bowled really well to start with. 2 wickets and 2 balls. Absolutely, you know, possibly change the course of this game. You know, Samp Army now have to be a little bit more careful of exposing their lower order, as well as, more importantly, getting in 2 dot balls this late in the game, which could, you know, which does up the run rate from, you know, a high 6 to a mid 7. As it looks to be a huge delay in.
Yeah,
in
you
the
know, there's a
lights
lot
of
of
the
cars
corner.
here. People coming and watching in their cars, you know, with the lights on. But the thing is, when you're right behind that pitch, you know, it's going to be distracting for the batsman. So you're just waiting here.
I mean,
but, you know,
Abhi, you know, what is your thought process on this? You think, you know, they just gotta deal with it and play, because, you know, it is cricket and you're gonna see these kind of distractions. It is behind the side screen as well. You know, what would be your take on this?
yeah, I do agree, but I think there should be a side screen. But, you know, let's focus on this. Hat-trick balls. Utkarsh runs in for the hat-trick ball. Short. And is hit around to deep square. Should just be a 1.
Could be a team hat-trick. No, never mind. He easily gets back for 2. Looked for a second that, you know, maybe they might have been in some trouble, but wasn't able to pick it up for the second time. And Utkarsh just a little bit shorter on that occasion. Let's see how he comes back. He's getting the ball to grip a little bit.
Yeah, as everyone was here, every spinner. This one again,
That one
grips and
a little bit
turns.
fuller, and good work there, short coverage. Great work to stop the ball from going down to long off where Praveen go at this. He had also bowled from this end and was also getting a bit of grip, so definitely, you know, thought, okay, let's bring in Utkarsh for a try. And this one pitched up, not much foot movement, and
Should be a run out, but the throw.
overthrown again. The second one they missed from a high throw.
I think he was in there actually. Looks safe in his crease, but you know, he's getting good drift too, Utkarsh here. You know, you can see it drifting out and then spinning in. Maybe that might be distracting the batsman, you know, causing
Lack of foot movement, maybe. Utkarsh here. That one looped up, but oh, could have been a nick maybe. But Utkarsh, he was pretty excited about that one, and that's a really good over. 2 runs for 2 wickets, 57-5 after 8 overs.
and a game-changing over there by Utkarsh Srivastava.
Samp Army now require 18 from the next 2 overs. It looks like the captain himself is bringing himself into
Captain
ball.
Neil will come in, yeah.
57 for 5.
Yeah, he's been in many situations like this over the years playing for Toronto Cricket League. You know, he's had many pressure situations, so he knows better than any of the players on his team how to handle them. So it's not a bad decision to bring himself in. He was bowling smartly, had a good first over. I was wondering why he didn't bring himself back in for the second one, but you know,
I think he just was saving himself.
For when the situation got a little bit more pressure.
Switching? Leave it on number 1. Don't.
And here we are, 18 off the final 2 overs here, 9 and over. This could go either way in my opinion. But City, who do you have here?
It's a tough decision. I think I do have Kiddos. I think if they play it right, I think leaving. I think maybe Utkarsh will be bowling last over, which is a lot of pressure on the youngster. But Sanjay is the only set batsman at the crease now, so I think if Jay can get going, I do have Samp Army, but as of right now, I'm going to say Kiddos. What about you, Obi?
I also go for Kiddos at the moment. With Utkarsh having another over, there could be a run out there.
I think my only issue with really backing the Kiddos is the fact that they've been giving easy twos all evening long, which especially now towards the end when they're going to look to hit to the deep, as they just did now, hit to the fielder down long on, able to get back for 2 pretty comfortably. So and that's going to be, I think, one of the main issues that's going to maybe bite Kiddos.
Yeah, it's going to be a big problem because, if you keep hitting it to the deep and get 2 every time, that's a lot of runs you're leaking.
Yeah, when he steps down and
they're pushing for 2.
Pushing 2 again, but this one's a clean collection. I think should be run out, but sloppy collection at the bowler's end from Neil. He'll be pretty disappointed with that one. Another 2, which brings the run rate. Bring the run rate down from 9. And then he's 16 for the next 10 balls.
This is exactly what we were
14
saying.
14 for the next 10 balls.
Exactly what we were saying. The fielding here needs to be.
They need to step it up a little bit. Was Chinmay down there at long on?
Did good work there, actually.
Was hit to the gap, actually, and that one jammed his bat down for a quick single. Short covers, gets around.
That was well bowled there by Neo. He saw the batsman create space. He hit that wide Yorker there.
I think right now you have to think Mir is a very important player on this field at the moment. He's got to be running the traffic. He's hitting at this angle. Let's change the field a little bit. So I think Mir, he's definitely gonna have to maybe make a few changes in the angles because they have been able to hit the gap pretty easily for the double. So
yeah, he's gonna play a big role here. But
so I'll be just looking at the long on. You think he's too wide right now?
I think he's a little bit too wide because they are playing it straight as that one. Another beauty of a delivery, gripping and spinning in and beating the bat.
It's 13 from 8 now. That's a good dot ball. So they've got 5 runs in the last 4 balls.
And these 2 balls, if he can finish without conceding a boundary, this will be an amazing over as he goes for this one. Long on is in play.
That's where the long on is, and he doesn't go for the catch. And we've seen that a few too many times today evening, I think.
But this time, rightly so, in my opinion, because that was not carrying, and he had to save the boundary there. So I think he did well there, Chinmay, down a long on.
Yeah, but in terms of Chinmay's case, we've seen him take catches like that. Like all the time. He's a very, very athletic fielder. But, maybe it just wasn't carrying to him. It looked like it did kind of hold back in the air. So, yeah, I think I agree with you. It was the right decision. But, if you give one to him like that again, I wouldn't test my luck. He's very athletic.
And this one, a wonderful way to finish off the over with 2 singles. And now
it is Utkarsh, who's looks like he's jogging into both his last over. Good amount of pressure on the youngsters. 11 runs. I think definitely very, very doable to defend for someone with the quality of his bowling. I think it's defendable. Turns the ball a lot, gets a lot of grip. Ball is turning in though, which is the only disadvantage. There's been a lefty, maybe a little bit of change, but.
And Utkarsh does deserve 1 more over. He's just bowled 2 for 2 in his previous over, so this one definitely well deserved, and he needs to finish off strong. He's playing with 11 runs here. So
I think Churchill is one of the few grounds that you can maybe really afford bowling a spinner in the depth because of how big it is. But I think had we been playing the same tournament maybe in CF or Fuquay, it'd been a very risky decision. Even though how well Utkarsh had bowled, a very risky decision to give him that last over. You usually want to see a pacer, but I think because of how much it's turning and the size of the ground and how well Utkarsh really had bowled that last over, I don't see the issue of tossing him the ball again.
And also you have to see the batsmen here. They haven't cleared tertiary as of now in this match, and they don't look like they can clear tertiary. So definitely bringing the spinner here is a smart decision because, you know, if you're playing on Fuquay or Century Fields, you know that these batsmen can easily clear them as they're not that big. So
yeah, you just see Samp Army. They're gonna need a big hit. They have lacked a little bit of firepower this innings. The only little bit of firepower we saw was probably from Akash, but he did get out to a Utkarsh beauty.
as Utkarsh runs in for the first delivery.
He's looped up and big swing.
It's in the
There's a
gap.
man there at cow corner, and yeah, they'll easily get back for 2. As we said, the Kiddos fielding all evening long has been quite sloppy.
Pretty poor, yeah. You need to collect those. You have to cut that to a single. You know, you can't keep leaking 2s. You know, it's gonna be 11. It's gonna be 9 off 5.
You know, you really look at it this way. If they do end up hitting 2s every single ball, they do win this game.
They do win this game. Exactly. So you need to.
They have to sharpen up in the field a little bit. And this one, Perveen. I don't think Perveen will be sloppy in the field. He's amazing in the field. And Utkarsh on that occasion misses it. And Perveen, he doesn't look too happy. It was great work to get in there and a beautiful throw right over the stumps. But looks like it just came on Utkarsh a little bit quicker than he expected. Could be because of the dew.
You know, it is chilly too. It is very chilly. You know, it's tough to collect. But I think the batsman was in there, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. That could have been true as well. But I think Perveen did some good work there. Just didn't really maybe get to it in time. But he is a little bit walking from all the way
outside of the boundary, inside the boundary. So
yeah, he's not a few yards in or anything. But 7 for 4 here, Utkarsh. It's pressure on, and that one's a good ball. Just a little bit of dip there, but
they're gonna push for 2.
And again, I think they're not gonna get it. He was quite slow on the non-striker's end, and Mihir Patworthen, even though he's done a good job.
It's a direct hit. Umpire's giving it. He's hit it.
Umpire's giving it, and looks like the batsman is not happy. And you know, we have some people here in the commentary booth saying it was a glove that hit the stumps, but I didn't get the clear view of it. What did you think that was? I didn't really see it.
You know, from this angle, it's actually really tough, but you know, we're at a side angle, but the umpire has given it out. Run out. Looks like it's been giving as a direct hit.
Yeah.
So looks like
it was given as a direct hit, but you know, there are sayings in the commentary booth saying that it might have been the glove that hit the stumps. So it's a pretty tough decision to make with the blind eye, but you know, it's a tough decision, and you know, kudos to the umpire for sticking with his guts. You know, that's what you got to do as an umpire.
You know, looking at the replay here in the commentary booth, looks like it is glove here.
Looks like it might have touched the glove, but you know, umpire-wise, that's what you got to do. As an umpire, it's tough to make these decisions blind eye, under the pressure. So as an umpire, you got to just say, you know, that's my gut. You don't change, you know? I think that's a very important quality that umpires have to have in high-stakes game.
Yeah, definitely is. And now it's going to be, I think it's going to be 6 from 3 now. And because that run didn't count, it's going to be 6 from 3. And the new batsman in is... So
as we talked about, if they do hit to the fielder in the deep, they will get 2. And they can end up winning this game.
And I think it's going to be Kahan Sakarwala.
No, it's not. It looks like it is Kahan Sakarwala at the crease, and a little bit of loop and a nice hit. So do you think they're going to run back for the 2 here?
They have to come back.
They are coming back, and still Utkarsh's end.
And he gets the run now. Utkarsh Srivastava. Ice in the veins, as they say. He collects the ball in the cold weather and hits the stumps.
I think, to be honest, there it would have been a better decision for Jay to keep the strike. They need a big hit. They need a boundary here at this point if they can't find the 2. So would have been a better decision to maybe for Jay to keep strike. But
and also Kahan Sakarwala, the youth, will be on strike.
Had decided to give Kahan the strike, and they do now need 5 off 2. So Abhi. So if you're the non-striker at this point in time, you know Kahan can't hit the 6 unless he absolutely smokes it, and it'll be tough to do that under this type of pressure. So they need 5 off 2. So if he hits it to the deep, are you looking to come back for the double? Are you looking to come back, or are you looking to keep the strike?
I'm actually looking to come back.
If they do get 3 off 1, they can hit the double and come to a super over, which I obviously want to see here in the as a viewer, but don't know if the players want to do that. See how
here he comes.
See how Kahan handles this. Hits it down. Pass long off. Let's see. A lot of pressure here. They're coming back for the 2. Utkarsh is good with the ball, and Kahan is on strike, and they need 4 off 1 now.
I think that was a bad call. You knew he was not going to make it. If he was going to make it for sure, maybe that might have been the right decision because you have 3 off 1 and you can get 2 for super over. But 4 off 1 now from Kahan Sakarwala. We're going to need some magic from him, and it's going to be very tough.
You're going to need some magic from him. I think Utkarsh just got to make sure he bowls his ball as a legal delivery. Doesn't overstep or doesn't bowl it wide. I think he should be safe, but you know, with the Kiddos fielding tonight, you never know, they might be able to get back for that triple. And
Yeah,
I personally am hoping to get back for that triple, so you can see our first super over ever in T10 Blast, which I feel like has been a long time coming.
So what do you think Utkarsh should bowl here? You think he should bowl it quicker or loopier? Or?
I think, to be honest, he just gotta bowl a legal delivery in the area. I don't see Kahan absolutely smoking this one for 6. So as long as he doesn't bowl too wide or too straight for the pull shot, I think Utkarsh can end up winning this game for the Kiddos.
I think the late cut is on here for Kahan. You know, short third is very wide.
Very wide, but if he doesn't give him the pace, then he's just gonna end up.
Go for the boundary.
Let's see. Utkarsh Srivastava running in, loop, and it's a miss, but it's also a miss by me here. They're not gonna get back for 3 for sure, maybe not even 2. And
that is game. They win by 1
run.
run.
They win by 1 run. Utkarsh Srivastava, well done with the ball, and I'm sorry that we haven't yet seen the first super over of T10 Blast, but
what a game of cricket we've had here.
How costly could have that decision with the umpire have been?
You know, I think it's costed them the game. You know, if they were back.
I mean, obviously from this angle it is tough to see what exactly happened, but after replay, you know, in the commentary booth they are saying that it might have been the glove, but
you know, those are things that you can't control.
Tough to see with the blind eye.
You can't control the umpire's call.
Very tough to see with the blind eye. I still think Samp Army, towards the end, they were a little bit sloppy with the bowling, and I think that definitely did cost them the game here at the end. Actually, you know, from having to start 39 in 7 overs, you know, in the next 3 overs, giving away what ended up being 35. The next 3 overs was pretty sloppy.
And also, they were getting doubles in the deep, so I think they had all the runs, they had all the opportunities, they just couldn't do it. So
yeah, I think that over from Utkarsh really changed the game. Akash went for a much not needed swing at the time. They need just 20 from 3 overs, just 6 runs and over, and he had swung across the line, and just a little bit of grip in the wicket, kind of slowed on him maybe, you have to think, and got the wicket in. Anyway, we'll join you back for the second game. Victors will be playing Stars under lights. Hope to see you there. Samp Army will